I'm all about an overtime victory in game one to start a series. We go into the Joe and we steal a game on the road against a 50-28-4 regular season Detroit Red Wings. At least one game has been played now for every team in the league, I do believe. I may actually have to simulate. Yeah, I have to simulate ahead to see what happened between Edmonton and Calgary. So let's do that real quick. There we go, a nice and updated look at the playoffs so far. St. Louis trailing 2-0 to San Jose. They need Carl Boynton in the net, and I believe Boynton was a created goaltender by the game for whatever draft year he was drafted in. So there is no Carl Boynton unless the game creates another Carl Boynton as the goaltender. The Oilers are up 1-0 on the Flames. That's very familiar to the Battle of Alberta that we had in the Calgary GM series. Nashville 2-0 on Anaheim. Chicago is up 1-0 on the Minnesota Wild. We now see the East, which is where we're playing in. It's a little weird for me to switch gears to the East, being that I was so used to playing as the Calgary Flames for so long. Columbus is up 2-0 on the Tampa Bay Lightning. Echoes of 2019, except we're in 2014 in the game world, and 2019 hasn't yet happened. So I don't know if the Tampa Bay Lightning had a historic regular season in this game world. The New York Islanders up 2-0. So lots of 2-0 series leads throughout both the East and the West right now. There isn't actually a single split yet in any of the playoff games that have been played here in the first round. We likewise have an opportunity to go 2-0 on the Detroit Red Wings while being on the road. The Red Wings may be down 1-0 in this playoff series. That is not stopping the Motor City from getting rocking. We're ready for Game 2 action from Detroit, Michigan. We had a good goaltenders battle in the first game. You can see the statistics on your screen. It was Jimmy Howard that came out the loser in OT. It was Carey Price's saves that allowed for Thomas Plekanec to get that ultimate game winner in the extra frame. We want to clean up our game in Game 2 as well. I was not particularly fond of the way that we played through much of Game 2. We didn't play terrible, but we got to clean a lot of things up. We got to especially clean it up on the defensive side of the puck. But this is what we were expecting from a really good team like the Detroit Red Wings. They're going to be all over it. They're hungry. They're a 50-win team. We've already gone over that a few times. Oh, giveaway by Duchesne to Datsuk. Look at this move. Duchesne couldn't score. What move by Duchesne? That's what I talked about when I said he's got the hands. He's got beautiful, golden, silky hands. If we wanted to cut him off, we would. I don't know why we'd want to do that, but if we were to cut off his hands, we would frame them, and they would be golden, hanging up on a shelf somewhere in Montreal. That was probably the weirdest line of commentary I've ever said in a gameplay. But Matt Duchene's hands are made of absolute gold, and he's already off on a line change. I mean, to be fair, that was a pretty good little shift to begin the game. DDD passing. We're going to go down low. Someone's got to read this and understand how I want to play. I want to get the puck down low into the corner, back up top. DDD to Yemelin, settled by Yemelin, shot, but well wide. We got to poke this puck free. We couldn't get it away from Helm. Player switching isn't working at this current moment. We're going to play on the 2-on-1 by Yemelin. Abdicator scores. I was about to say, in all of that chaos, no one from Montreal could find it. Carey Price, least of all, could not find the puck. Did it just bounce to Abdicator? It did. It was kind of a shot by Bertuzzi, a save by Price right there, rebound laying beside Price. He was trying to cover it. I don't know why he tried to cover a puck that he couldn't find. That was just a sporadic, unfortunate sequence. The Joe Louis Arena is definitely rocking now. They were excited to begin this game before the puck even dropped. Now they're definitely going to be excited as their team has the early lead. Nice spin move by Eller, but now soccer style along the ice. He kicked it. No stick for Eller. He needs to get a fresh twig. He's going to retrieve his own, and that actually allows Eller to get a step here on the Red Wings. Eller shoots. Good try to get an attempt on the goal, but a penalty was taken. Brandon Prust, I know it's a high stick. 2-2 with a shot on net. He's going to retrieve his own rebound. He's going to go from the corner. Back up top to the point. Kolialkovo looking for a deflection, getting it back in on Carey Price. Big hit by Subban. You just got Subanated. And it'll be a big rebound save there, touched by the Canadiens. Carey Price, again, having to do work early on in a game. I think, again, we're going to change the deep pressure. I'm going to try high pressure, which is a bit wild, but Prust gone for a slash. It doesn't say the official penalty as we saw the shot there of Prust sitting in the box. That was my fault, by the way. I totally did that. And now we're on the early PK. Leopold with a good clear to get it down the rink. We're all about, well, I'm not going for it shorthanded. I'm all about killing this penalty with all kinds of discipline and whatnot. I want to get the puck out. I can't even focus on the vocabulary I was trying to use there. Oh, but now we have a chance to go shorthanded. Oh, that's a body check. I thought for a moment that might be a trip that Rene Bourque drew there. He can go after it again. Watch the stick. I'm stepping into Datsuk. Datsuk was sent 6 ways to Sunday on that hit. George is digging it out. George has got a poke check. Cronwall keeps it in instead. That's got to be cleared. It is wisely done by Rene Bourque. Duchesne will give chase on the forecheck, killing the penalty. Inside the dots. Good D inside the dots. That's just Pavel Datsuk. We saw the goal that he created in the last game. Gianta comes away with it. We're going to skate to the red line, step in and fire it. It's wide of the net, but that's fine. It gets it in deep. Purpose achieved on that dump in. Oh, Bourque. Oh, Bourque. Oh, what was the pump fake? What was the pump fake for? That was not the time to go for a pump fake. That was the time to go for a deke. If there ever was a time to go for a deke, that was it. Well, the penalty is killed. We could not afford to give up 2 quick goals in this first period. So a huge kill to alleviate pressure on that one. Yemlin kick it forward into the neutral zone. Buchanan's send it across. It was knocked down. I tried to send it toward the teammate I had working with me there in the attacking zone. Jordan Leopold with a good poke check against Samuelson. However, a shot on goal. Deflection is saved, covered by Price. We'll do it in the defensive zone on the face-off. Coming up, a little bit of extra stuff coming up here after the whistle. Bouillon getting into it with Tatar just a little bit. I would say we can definitely expect these two teams are going to get familiar with each other. Certainly, I would anticipate over 6 games. I'm anticipating this series taking at least 6. Bouillon, we got to watch out here. I got to fling this puck in. We're in a real difficult place with Bouillon. Now reversed again for Bouillon. Emerton got to that. Corey Emerton now on the enemy side of things. There's another block. Jordan Leopold getting a skate to that one. We're going to just skate and dump this in. It'll be perfectly flown in off the glass. And of course, I mean, if that goes out of play, it's not a penalty because it is a, we got to send this in because it's from the neutral zone. Bad turnover by Gilroy. Just trying to dump the puck in and we still can't dump the puck in. Helm shot blocked down. Find it. Bertuzzi got the shot on. Price made a sprawling save. Subban hard headman pass needed. That's not a very hard pass. LaRose can't find it. It was such a bad pass. LaRose had no idea what to do with it. And that's just simply the button. That's the R2 passing button malfunctioning against me. So we're going to slow the game down, settle it here, Markov. Oh, God. What a nice toe drag move because of the forecheck pressure got on real quick. I'm sending this over to LaRose. And LaRose, drop it behind yourself. Prust. These are the weirdest drop passes I've ever seen in my life, but it worked out. Kind of. If we hit the net, it would have worked out, but we maintained possession for the time being through all of that sequence. Cleary bringing it through center, peeling back over to Schultz. Drop pass for Cronwall. Now forward pass for Franz, and he's at the blue line. He's met with a good defensive effort by the Canadiens. Dumped in. It'll be an icing if we can get the touch, which we do, thanks to Markov. And another attempt for the first line. I'd like to see a lot more for the first pair, especially from PK Subban. He had an assist in game 1 on a slap shot that created a rebound, led to a crucial Brian Gianta goal. into a wide open cage on that play, if you can remember it from game number 1. Eventually, we're going to see a PK Subban goal. It'll eventually find its way clean into the back of the net. We got to get some shots on the goal now. I don't care if we, this is the same issue that we had in game 1. Getting outshot for much of the game, letting the Red Wings take our entire defense force to task in game 1. Although we gathered back the shot, we gathered the shot differential back throughout the later stages of that game, but we were not clean to start with in game 1. We got to do. We're having a similar effort here in game 2. We got to do a better job of getting some pucks on the net. So it starts here with Georges. That was a nice move to protect the puck. He gets a shot on goal. He was a one-man show, so I definitely appreciate at least getting the shot on goal, not having a turnover. I'm going back to my first pair. I'm taking control of this. If we can win this back to PK, we got an opportunity for almost an instantaneous shot. We just got to take it. Big rebound, Plekanec. He turned one on. That was a nice spinning shot. Gagne, get off that guy. Gagne board play that guy, and in doing so, he's taking himself defensively out of the play as it comes back the other way. PK Subban losing positioning against Helm. Oh, we got to watch the guy in the corner. Now, they can have that spot right there in the corner. Go, Gagne, go. Go, Gagne. This is Simone Gagne. I want a windmill. Stay with the puck. Now I'm going to center it. Oh, my God. What the hell happened there? Subban, pass it. Oh, the pass button isn't working. Well, I just got to have dangleitis with PK. Oh, he loses it into Jimmy Howard. Will that count as a save? That was a sloppy sequence, and it's all due to the R2 button on my controller, again, malfunctioning. It's going to be something I'm going to have to put up with throughout much of this gameplay. It's either that, go get another knockoff PS4 controller, or get an actual PS4 controller. It's crazy, man. Real, authentic PS4 controllers are just overpriced, in my opinion. Here's just a simple shot toward the net just to get one. It seems like a lot of our offense is limited to... Oh, we tried to stretch the ice there. A lot of our offense is going to be limited to point shots. It's going to be hard to get to the interior against a well-defended, well-oiled machine Red Wings team. They know how to cover all their bases out here on the ice. They've got a good offense. They've got a good defense. They got good enough goaltending. I saw Pacioretty was definitely going offside. Frustrating. Back to the first pair. I'm going to roll that first pair a lot. They're going to sit on the bench for a little bit, catch their breath, and then just immediately get right back out there, try to do some damage. So PK, if we win this to you, dump it in. We didn't win it to him, which is okay. We got two good forecheckers. I'm going to hang back with Eller. Eller just needs to come back as almost like a third defenseman as a center on this. Shot, rebound, B on that. Price. Oh my God, Subban was on it. He got obliterated as an end result of that play. Chad LaRose with some slick moves, but he couldn't get the pass over. The point is defended down low. Eller watches it go right past him. Prush chops at it. That keeps play alive for now. Eller battling against Kendall. Eller, a few too many poke checks. Back to Subban. Subban walking middle, shot, but missing the net again. Got to readjust the sights on that shot. Come on, Eller, you should have had the puck there. We have every opportunity in the world to get the puck back. Now it's going to be 1-on-3, 1-on-4. It's Datsuk, so I mean I wouldn't be surprised if Datsuk could basically dangle the entire team. We're going to dangle that one offside. Gosh dang, that cutback move was a little too much for me. You got to be careful when you have the puck around the blue line. That was that big hit. That was Datsuk that hit Subban. There was no reaction. There was no way for Subban to react. His head was down the whole time. And as soon as the puck arrived on his stick blade, Datsuk was right in there, in the mix to bring that big body collision. The big thing for me, I'm not worried about getting a goal. I'm really not. Not right now, not in the first period. But we can't give up another goal in this first period. We gotta go into the intermission trailing by 1 at the absolute worst. I'll happily take that. I will. And it was a broken play that led to the 1 goal that the Red Wings have thus far. I'm sending this over there. So Gagne, please pick it up clean. Pass it. Plekanec is, again, we got another one-man show situation going on. Yeah, that's where you just, I know that I basically need to take that puck out wide and buy time for my changing teammates. But it sucks because every single time we go up ice, someone is going on a line change there. Oh, watch out. Ooh. So I'm going to take this wide. Stopping up, back to the point. Bouillon he's all over Bouillon. We got to shoot. Just get it toward the net. We didn't even get it on that. Shoot now. And that's the end of the period. Very frustrating. So many shots missing the net for the Canadiens That's a big part of the problem. We got to clean up our game in a few areas. Like I said, we take it into the intermission. We're trailing by 1. It could always be worse than it actually is. I don't know what the shot totals are. I will find that information out and get back to you at the start of the second period of play. This is the one mistake that's been made in the game so far, and it has cost the Canadiens on the scoreboard. Outshot 11-7. That's the total. 11 shots for the Red Wings, 7 for the Canadiens. It could always be worse. That's actually not as bad as I thought it would be. Going into intermission number 1, I need my first line to start becoming my first line. If we need to change the strategies, I'm kind of one of those guys. I've got my strategies. I want to stick to it. I don't want to change anything unless I feel forced to. But at this point, if we need to get some offense to get ourselves into this game, stay with this play, Bork, we may need to start dumping it in. But I want to leave the puck there for a teammate, but they're not following me in. We got like 3 guys on Bork. He really wanted to play this game. We almost got it down the patch already. Good play by Bork. Just a better play by the defensive stick of the Red Wings. I told you, this team is going to know how to defend us. They're going to play us hard and play us tight. That's retribution on Datsuk for what he did to PK Subban, who has the puck now. Headman pass finds Max Pacioretty. He's a one-man show. You want to talk about a one-man show? Pacioretty trying to fool everyone in the arena with that play. I don't know what the hell's going on with that. It's a damn shame. We didn't end up with a shot on goal after any of that. We didn't end up with any extended possession. Yemlin skate. Puck's in the corner, and it's free to be fought for. We got to skate into it. So Gagne, same thing here with Gagne. We're going to stop. We're going to do a little cutback. Yemlin, that was a soft pass into Yemlin. Again, putting a teammate in a very precarious position with the way we gave that puck over to Yemlin. But we got a turnover coming back through neutral ice. We got to dump the puck in, but we're going to be board played to prevent the dump in. Darren Helm comes away with possession for the Red Wings, sending it right back in. Georges tried to shovel it along in front. One-timer heavy block by Yemlin. He sends it right back to Eves for that blocked shot. Eriksson back behind his own zone. Sends it along behind Jimmy Howard. Tatar knocked down. It's going to evade all the Canadiens players on the ice to find Carey Price. Yemlin with a dangerous handle in front of the net of Carey Price there. Neither team, man, the neutral zone is clogged up. It's just shut down. You can't stretch the ice. The line changes are so stupid in this game right now. The assistant coach is really kind of screwing me over with some of the line changes right now. So I'm gonna send this behind the net, and you go get it, LaRose. There you go, LaRose. Up top, hard pass. Stop, Subban. You were available for a good one-timer, and all you had to do was just stop skating, but he kept skating. He kept his momentum going. Back up top, across to Subban. Now we need the shot. That's a painful block, but that's tough, man. Still failing to get anything on the net. Stay in the zone, guys. That's your job defensively, Markov, and the player switching continues to just not work. I'm sending it all the way down the rink. Yep, Gilroy was available, so just shoot. Oh, my God. Another shot that's missing the net. It's just not helping ourselves out here. White. Oh, what a play by Ryan White. He comes away with that puck. Back to Subban. Shot. Rebound. What the hell, Gilroy? Man, we just can't shoot tonight. We really can't shoot. I'm sending this down low for Gilroy. Out of the corner. Gilroy. Puck shield, puck shield, puck shield. Gilroy. Over the net. Man, Gilroy, just stop shooting the puck. You suck. God knows. How many times has he shot it this evening and missed? Oh, what the hell happened to the puck there? Datsuk ends up with possession anyway. Is this Cleary with possession? That is Cleary. Go, Darren. Go, Darren. Go. You got speed. No shot. A great back check as well by Bertuzzi. Got to give credit over to Bertuzzi. Bouillon settles, shoots, fires, rebound. Bork off the post. It clings metal. And Howard finds it underneath him to get the cover and the whistle that the Red Wings desperately needed. That was an interesting possession all around. Starting to get some of the flow in our favor. The ice is definitely tilting a little bit for Montreal in a good way. Tough play. The puck went right to him, and Rene Bourque rang iron. Of the most unkind variety of iron you could hit in this game. Hopefully we get some payback later in this game from the iron. Maybe we can get a bar down goal, posting in. I don't really care. It can go in clean for all that matters to me. I just want it to go in. Pass it. I'm pressing the button. All right, well, Gianton, we're just going to do whatever the hell you want to do. This is where that button is really going to screw me over. I have a chance to get the puck out of the zone, And instead, it just doesn't work out because of the button's lack of responsiveness. I've just got to risk this along. Thanks, Canadiens. That's the one place we don't need to play it. I'm dumping this in all the way. I hate to dump this in, but I have to. We're getting a fresh change of bodies, so we just got to hope that the forechecking effort is actually there. Duchesne is going hard toward the defenseman. Get the puck on the net. That'll work for me. Nice attempt by Duchesne. I'm centering this. No freaking way. Jimmy Howard looking like a prime Vezina candidate out here on the ice. That was an amazing save. We're smothering them on the forecheck, so their breakout is not the cleanest. Power move to the net, and a backhand save. Price play it. We have an opportunity. Hard saucer pass finds Prust. We're going to go up to Duchesne. Find that puck, Duchesne. A little too much for me from Duchesne there, and now he's sandwiched, and he still has it. Oh, this is just such an awkward possession. We keep it in. I'm sending this down low. LaRose, board play. Even if you have to board play the puck yourself, LaRose keeps it moving on the wraparound. Nice attempt to sneak it in on Howard. It's going to come up in our favor at some point. You just know it is. Subban deal with that contact. Prust, it's a little behind him. I'm trying to send Eller, but they were all over that play. I was waiting for Eller to go. Dumped in. Markov, puck chop. Board play, whatever you have to do to win the battle and win the day. Desharnais, we're going to send it in. Dump in. We got a fresh body on the change. I got to start seeing these dump ins. Oh, what the hell? Oh, okay, that was a weird play as well. I got to start seeing these dump ins. What's affecting the whole line change situation when we have a rush play up the ice is the player fatigue is higher. That's one of the slider changes I made for this GM mode series is higher fatigue and lower recovery for all players on the ice. So you got to be smart about how long your shift is. These guys basically get off the ice as soon as they get gas, they get right off the ice. Now it does affect some of the flow of my my rush plays and my offense, but it is what it is. God, these passes are slow. Thanks for the big block there. You're blocking it against the wrong team, just so you know. Oh, we kept that in. Finally danced at the blue line by Gagne. We'll send it down low for Buchanan. Someone's got to get open for that one-timer. It's just not there. It's Yemelin settled. Shot. Saved by Howard. He'll cradle it there against the winged wheel on the jersey. Not doing a whole lot by just shooting it right into the breadbasket of the goaltender. This is a first-line opportunity to me. We got good pressure going on right here. It's first line versus first line. Duchesne versus Datsuk. Datsuk wins the face-off. What else would be expected? Knocked down, pinballing away from Duchesne on that opportunity to keep the puck in the zone. We got to get back if we're Bouillon here. You got to get back on D. I'll take the left side. I'm taking the left side. Hip check. Oh, what a move. What a bad shot as well. You want to talk about shooting accuracy. They get a chance on Price. Price plays it blindly. I got to flip this out of the zone, but that didn't, of course, get out of the zone, frustratingly enough. Leopold, make up for your mistake. He did put a big tattooing check on there against the boards. That's going to go away from our teammates. Datsuk, Duchesne with a big hit. I'm getting names mixed up now. We cannot get hemmed in like this. Yeah, I don't know what happened on that whole sequence. Leopold should have had the puck. There should have never been a shot on goal to begin with, but we're out shooting this Red Wings team heavily in this period. We've been getting to the dump and chase more as well in this period than we did in Game 1 and in Period 1 here in Game 2. We don't have anything to show for it on the scoreboard yet. And we may not on this entire evening if Jimmy Howard keeps this performance up. Rink wide to Prust. Now, I'm going to stop. Keep going. Okay, well, that works out for me. Eller out of the corner to LaRose. He couldn't get it. Kendall with a good play. Shoot, Eller. Yeah, you just got to get that back on net. You can't have any goofy turnovers. Get it on the net. It's a simple play. Maybe we didn't score, but we got a shot on the net anyway. Maybe we get a rebound off of it next time. Someone's got to go to the net. We got to have some net front, especially when these defensemen are shooting the puck. Just don't block it with your net front presence. We got to hit the net more. Another shot that went wide on that one. Back to the point. Ooh, played behind the blue line. Just a little too aggressive with that saucer pass. Banked ahead for White. It escapes Ryan White. No more penalties, by the way. I almost took a high-sticking penalty there. We need a power play. We haven't seen one of those for the Canadiens. Stopping behind the net. I see my guy stretching the ice toward Gilroy. It didn't work out. Gilroy, the defenseman, still remains playing the... Whoa! What a hit! What a hit! Who made that body check? That was absolutely demolition derby up there. Ooh, Gianta. He tried to surprise Howard. It's still there. Howard squeezes the legs. It's covered. There was a hit at the blue line that interrupted my whole commentary sequence. I was surprised at that. I hope we get a replay. We probably won't. It'll be Gianta's shot attempt. Yes. What a pass. A beautiful seeing eye pass to Gianta. Was it Gilroy that made the pass? Third line versus first line. This third line needs to be very careful. This is Datsuk on the ice. There's 29 seconds to go in the period. So just, as far as I'm concerned, again, get out of the period. Get to the intermission if you can, because we're not likely to score now. We just need to play good D and get some goaltending if it's necessary from Carey Price. These dying moments. Back to the point. Blocked critically by Pruss, but the net was jarred loose. There was definitely a collision in front. Franzen into Carey Price. Price may have sold it a little bit. You don't run into Carey Price like that, though. Much the same way that, what was it, Kreider? Kreider into Carey Price. And this is a game from before that even happened, I believe. Now we're talking about out shooting a team. We're up 20-13 in the shots. It doesn't mean anything as far as the score is concerned. It's still 1-0 Detroit. We got to get on that scoreboard sooner or later. This is a crucial game for both of these teams. The difference for us between going up in the series 2-0 or a level series going back to Montreal. Now, I'll tell you this. If you told me against this Red Wings team we could take a level series back to Montreal, I'd happily take it, and I still will. But I have an opportunity to go up big in the series. We're just letting bombs go from the point from PK Subban. There's nothing wrong with that. It hasn't worked out so far for us, but that's okay. We're just going to keep trying. Pass for Gagne misses. It'll be an icing. Schultz gets the touch up. We'll allow that to happen. This is the Subban shot, or is this a deflection? It was a deflection. So again, we have the Subban point shot. We have the net front deflection. Everything's going all to plan in terms of that play. We just didn't get any scoring done off of it. Huge block by Gagne. Abdelkader misses an opportunity for his second goal of this game. I'm hard saucering that off the boards. It finds Bork. I'm going to do a little cutback move here. Duchesne. Stop. Duchesne, shoot. What the? Okay. There was a lot going on that play. I'm still very confused. Oh, no. Subban lost possession against Helm. Skate into that. There you go, Bork. All right, Bork punches it to the outside. Scoops it up. Back to the point. It evades Markov. It deflected before it could get to Markov. Duchesne from his own zone. Headman pass to Gagne. Gagne drops for Duchesne. Not a bad idea here. Duchesne, toe drag move around. Duchesne warps it to himself. I was not prepared for that. I'm chopping at this with Subban. We do interrupt it. We get the board play that we need. Way out of reach for Gagne for a second time. He's got to skate. He's got to outskate Kindle. Kindle will get the touch for icing, and it's another one against the Canadiens. Starting to feel the pressure in this game because we can't do anything offensively. I don't know. This is the whole sequence that had me flustered. I don't know if that would have counted had it even gone in. It looked like the puck basically went horizontal to the goal line. The Red Wings have not even established a shot on net in this period of play. So we've got the formula down to beat these guys. Pressed on a really quick, jarring line change. We drop it back for Duchesne. Duchesne toe drag move to the ends to get to the interior. Franzen around the boards. Back to the point from Pruss. Subban's not paying attention. Not the first time in this game we've had miscommunication on the blue line. Uh-oh. And miscommunication in our own zone from the defenseman as well on that play by Subban. He kind of shoveled it along. Deflection. It is saved by Duchesne. That'll be a penalty drawn by Matt Duchesne. This is a do-or-die power play for me. This is definitely a do-or-die situation. Again, Duchesne might have saved a goal on that. It was initially looked to me like a deflection from Franzen. There is no Subban on the ice right now, so no point shot coming from PK Subban to begin this power play, but I don't need one. I need a one-time goal. I need some action here from someone. Oh, what? Okay, that's really Desharnais. Really Leopold. No one's okay. Leopold's going to keep it in, and then it's going to be given away blatantly. What a What an interesting start to this. And then they get really, Datsuk shorthanded, right? It's just what we need. Oh, no. Okay, Gianta, you got the puck now. Gianta make a move at center ice. Oh, Gianta. Just get the other unit on the ice already. Goodness gravy. Found Duchesne. Duchesne, spinorama move to get to the outside. All right, Duchesne's got the handle. He's got the moves. Backdoor, looking for the tap-in play to LaRose. I'm shooting that one-timer. Desharnais misses the net, and it careens all the way out. Okay. LaRose not available for a clean pass. We're going to drop this behind ourselves. Oh, no one's even following me in the zone. Follow behind me in the zone, and I can drop it to you. We need to draw up plays for the zone entry, apparently. All right, stopping. All right, nice moves by Plekanec. Get open for a one-timer. Someone's got to get open. Down low for Duchesne. Duchesne behind the net. Oh, man, not making all-world plays here, are we? Duchesne opens him up. Fires blocked by Plekanec on the way through. Frustrating power plays for such a do-or-die power play. We're not going umbrella setup anymore. Or at least if we are, we need to get PK Subban out there. I got to send this puck back in. Wrapping it back in immediately. No questions asked. I got to hit Helm. That's a big hit on Helm. He was sent 20 feet on that ice surface. Subban a hip check. No hip check happening here. D to D. No, why would you do a spinorama move? I want you to just make a D to D pass. Gianta dumps it in on the goal. Turn around, Gianta. Puck's going this side. Taking a run at Eves. Half the period to go. Half the period played. Georges chipping it along the board. That at least gets it out into center ice. Eves will dump it back in on the backhand. We continue to give chase. Wings seem content to just dump the puck in right now. And we get board play. Kicking it up toward the neutral ice. Ericsson's going to bring that in offside. Man, this is really I'm starting to feel the frustration in this game because we can't get anything going. It just keeps getting dumped back in the other way. Jimmy Howard has had the game of his life. Usually, man, they show these highlight reel montages of the opposing goaltender. It's usually not a good sign, which means we should be able to break through and end the shutout that Jimmy Howard has going right now. That shutout streak going for through 2.5 periods of game here in game number 2. Up to Prust. Now I can't drop it because I don't have anyone to drop it to. Now I do. Leopold, D to D. Bouillon back to Leopold. Just got to get shot. It's blocked through it on the way in again, man. I love the tenacity from Chad LaRose. That's why I brought Rosie in here, is to bring some tenacity, some energy. He's an energy guy in the room for this team. Another shot from the blue line. This one's going to be blocked this time. Now we can carry this in if we can tag up. We got to tag up though quickly. I'm dropping it to myself with Bouillon. Ooh, skate around that. Skate around it. Come on, Bouillon. Freaking hold onto the puck. Oh, my God. And the pass connects over to Bertuzzi. No one's there on D. It knocked down in front for Abdelkader. Eller pokes at it. Leopold has possession. Bank pass to Patch Ready, knocked down by Abdelkader. Abdelkader's had a great game. Been all around the puck in the attacking zone and in the neutral zone there. He's made some good plays offensively and defensively speaking. And, of course, we're going to lose the puck to Eves. Samuelson gets a big rebound. Carey Price would be wise. Take a whistle, reset, get your guys something. I'm going to start some shenanigans here after the whistle. Couple of slashes from Bouillon. We got to skate hard away from this because we're going to get penalized. And we've got 4-on-4. Okay. Oh, that might suit us to play 4-on-4. I got to have whatever 4-on-4 line has Matt Duchesne on it. I need a Matt Duchesne opportunity with a little more ice available to ourselves. So we were smart to draw Patrick Eves into that penalty. And it's my third pairing guy, Bouillon, going to the box. Now, this is Lars Eller, so it's not Duchesne on the ice. That's unfortunate for me. A real big block by Eller as well to lose the face-off and then go up there and stand full bore in front of that shot. Go get it, Markov. Skate, 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 skate. Everybody on the ice in the Canadiens jerseys, start skating your tuchuses off. We're going to stop here. Someone go to the net. No net drive, but no. Did he make a save on that? That was a big shot. Heavy blast by Markov with the wrister. All right, over to Eller. One-timer from Eller. Though this would be a good time as well to get PK Subban the puck. Oh my God, the passes are so freaking awful. Where's Subban? Where was I taking Subban on that play? Franzen stopped. That fooled me. Last moments of 4-on-4 play expiring. Duchesne misses Pacioretty. Icing. Feels like it's a game. We can chalk it up to being a loss. I'm not far away from taking my team timeout. I'm not far away from taking it. I think under 3 minutes, you got to take your team timeout, and then you got to think about pulling your goaltender. So we've hit the post. We've had some just opportunities that flat out missed the net altogether. A shot off the post is not a shot on net anyway, by the way. We get to keep Duchesne out here. Saved by Price. I'm just going to play it because my first line's still out there. I just got to have a good shift from these guys. So Bouillon, stop. Duchesne, keep going. Come on, Duchesne. Oh, it was right there. Back to the point. Let it go. Oh, my God. Step in there, Markov. Stop. Shrug that contact off. Cut back. Nope. Back to the point. Back to the point. Bork. Subban settling. Fired. Tipped. Oh, poked up away, but Markov behind the blue line. We got to skate it back in. No, we got to dump it in. Oh, that was an okay dumping it. It was an okay enough dump in. My hands are starting to really get sweaty, and I'm playing with a lot of nerves right now because we're at 2.5. The next whistle is a timeout for my team. Hard pass to Plekanec, splitting down the middle, dished off in the wing. Pacioretty, return pass for Plekanec, but Plekanec was tied up. He's got the puck now. Why would you spin there? Why would you spin there? You're just going to lose possession. Good D by Markov. I'm going to send it up to Gianna. Now, pump fake and shot. Shoulder save by Jonathan Bernier. Jimmy Howard. I wanted to say Bernier for some reason. Wrong. I don't even know where Bernier's playing in this GM mode. We're up sub 60 seconds to go. We got to pull Carey Price soon. We need to get a timeout. Gianna pulls up. Dishes back door. No way Gagne had it point blank and couldn't score. That's a timeout for me, by the way. I'm waiting on pulling the goaltender. I took my timeout. I paused it to get the timeout, but I'm not pulling the goaltender until we full-on have possession after this face-off. That was it. That's one of the best looks we've had all game long. What is it going to take to beat, not Bernier. Oh, no, my first line's not on the ice. We need a quick shot. Quick shot. Subban. Yeah! Oh, my goodness. I don't need the first line. There it is. PK Subban. Immediate blast into the back of the net. This game is tied right off the face-off. Didn't need to put my first line out there. I didn't need to pull Carey Price. Maybe I didn't even need my timeout. But anyway, it works. You can ride the stick Tiger Williams style in celebration. This game is going to potentially go to OT as well, much like game one was. Subban, can he get another one? We'll hand that up to Bork. Bork will stop. Dished off. Oh, my God. Back to covered Subban, but we missed the pass anyway, so it didn't really matter. Subban drops it lazily to Markov. Back to Subban. Hard pass up to Bork. Bork, we're going to get to the inside. No, we're not. Not against Kronwall. That was a bad deke. All the dekes, for whatever reason, I increased puck control for both teams, and yet my team sucks at doing dekes. Uh-oh. Ah! Price, don't ever do that again. My team don't ever do that again. We're all wheeling to get out of the zone here. Hand it up for Duchesne, but we missed the pass. This is definitely going to overtime. This game's going to overtime. Huge collision. Pacioretty. Okay. Well, God, what a hit. I'm amazed there wasn't a charging penalty on that. What a huge body check thrown by Max Pacioretty before the horn could sound. Couldn't quite get possession back to get a shot on goal. We're going to OT again because of this PK Subban blast. Well, you know what they say in Montreal, Le Bombe de Subban. And it has now led us to a second consecutive overtime period in this series. Game one going to OT. Game two going to OT. Who will come away victorious in this one? Who will get the game winner? Make your predictions known in the comments section. We almost had a breakaway from Bork. We got a penalty, and it's not against my team. Bork shoots, and it's wide. Subban plays it. It's not offside. I brought that out and back in, and they didn't call an offside. There's the touch. First unit for everything. First power play forward unit. First power play defense unit. Everybody just get out there and make some magic happen. I don't have a timeout, but we're literally in the first minute of play. There was a high stick opportunity against my team, and yet Johan Franzen ends up being the one committing the infraction for the Red Wings. I see it. We didn't win the faceoff. That's okay. We got to get back and clear. Turn around, Subban. Get back and get this puck on the clear. I'm reversing this up the boards. Plekanec, be ready. Plekanec is... So I'm going to windmill with Plekanec. Stop. Oh, I see Gagne, but he's taken... They took it away now. Up top to Subban. Yeah! PK Subban! And that is the game. He has the game tire and the game winner on the one-timer from the point on the power play. That was a nice little give and go. The umbrella setup worked to perfection. Look at this replay. Bam, right from the Stanley Cup Playoffs logo. The Red Wings are going to be thinking this game over for a long time. It was the screen in front that did them in. Well, I told you we were going to see from that PK Subban slap shot in this series. It has capitulated us to a 2-0 series advantage. We've stolen 2 games on the road in Detroit. Now we get to go back home, play in front of the wonderful home fans at Le Centre Bell.